And the terrifying face of flaw in her designer mask is pleased to announce that the winner of the Rose Generation Air Poll, as voted for by you all, is...
Hello from the void and from the other end of the time warp. I did not mean for there to be this long of a gap. As I said last time, I had to move house last week, and as ever, it took so much longer and so much more energy than I was anticipating. I didn't even have a desk chair until yesterday, so this has been the first time I could actually get on my computer and spend a few hours editing to get the next episode of my Not So Berry challenge together. And this is the one with the reveal of the Generation 2 heir. It was definitely not meant to be a cliffhanger. I'm not that mean. I probably would have put it at the end of the last episode if I'd had any idea how long it was going to be between videos. So apologies for that. Hopefully you still enjoy it. As ever, if you do want to leave me a thumbs up, leave me a little comment telling me what you think of the winner of the air poll, or just generally my ridiculous commentary or the chaos that is Flaw's life. It always makes me so happy to see them. Thank you to everyone who does take the time to comment. Thank you to all of you for watching. And I'm going to stop talking and let you watch the video now. Bye!
We are in Creator Sim with the Spectras. Here's Mama Flaw. We are going to go in and have a look at the aged up 20s. Carmine is of course the eldest, so here she is. Still quite a laid back look. She's grown out her hair a little bit longer. Still got the lovely curls. Got her everyday outfit as a second everyday outfit. A third everyday outfit. Still got that slightly tomboy vibe. Then here we've got some formal wear. We have got her athletic, we have got some sleepwear, party, we have got swimwear, hot weather wear and cold weather wear. And then here is aged up Crimson. He's still a total cutie. I like how the twins have like totally different face shapes. So like now they're a bit older. Carmine has quite a lot of Curtis in her, but she definitely has Flaw's mouth, but she's got Curtis's nose. And then Crimson has Curtis's face shape, but then he's got like a real mix of their features, and they could not look more different. Anyway, here is Crimson's first everyday look. This is his second everyday look. His third everyday look, and then we have got his formal wear, his athletic wear, his sleepwear, his party wear, his swimwear, his hot weather, and his cold weather. Anyway, I think they're both stinking cute. And the terrifying face of flaw in her designer mask is pleased to announce that the winner of the Rose Generation Air Poll, as voted for by you all on YouTube, on Tumblr, on Discord, is Carmine. Which I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit surprised. I thought it was going to be Crimson, but it does make it a little bit easier on me. Carmine, obviously, having a uterus, it's a lot easier to control when she has kids versus Crimson with the zero romantic trait would have been a bit tricky. And I think it kind of makes more sense with their natures, because Crimson, he's a sweetheart baby. He just wants everyone to be like nice to each other, and he makes a real effort with his friends. It would have been harder, I think, to spin a story where he believably would be ditching everything and everyone that he kind of became close to in order to pursue the zero romantic thing. Carmine is a little bit more of an unknown quantity, a little bit more of an open book to write on, but also she has demonstrated some sneaky tendencies which might translate quite well into the serial romantic aspiration, which now she is a teenager we can start to work on. It all starts out quite sweet and innocent, have a boyfriend or girlfriend, go on some dates, so we are going to start chipping away at that with our first yellow victim. But yeah, I'm super excited to get started on sort of prepping the Rose generation, but obviously we do have work to do still with Flaw. She's only, I think, level 7 in logic and level 8 in mischief, so we've got like 5 more levels of that. She's level 9 of her career, so we are going to be hustling along with that, finishing up her aspiration, and I reckon in a couple episodes time we'll be able to swap over, but until then we'll be focusing still on Flaw, but then getting Carmine through that first level of her aspiration sort of in the background, and also setting up Crimson. But before we even get onto that, we have one more bit of admin to do, which is to move Curtis out. We're going to try and get him engaged to his girlfriend, and then we're going to pop them out in a house together, set them to unplayed, and give him a key so he can drop in whenever. I've got a slight obstacle in my way, which is that Curtis is deathly depressed by the death of a friend. Not entirely sure which one. I think one of the party animals might have died. Anyway, so he is way too sad to propose, and I don't want to move them out till that's locked in, because I don't trust the game algorithms not to screw with him otherwise, and the guy deserves a break. So we're just going to try and get his mood up, and in the meantime, Carmine is having a little bit of a flirt with Daisy, actually. I have in my head that basically Carmine has like always struggled a little bit to make friends. Crimson and Daisy have been like two peas in a pod since the get-go. So I feel like as they hit teenagerdom and Carmine's like, I want to be the popular one. Crimson, I know that you and Daisy are like besties, but like I like her, you know, like I'm into her. So do you have any problems with me, you know, maybe seeing if she's into it? And Crimson's, you know, I guess. Because he's a nice guy, like he wants his sisters to be happy, you know, she's kind of coming out to him. Daisy's his friend, he wants her to be happy, like he doesn't necessarily think that's going to impact their relationship. So he's, yeah, sure sis, you know, I don't know how Daisy might take it, but go for it, see what happens. And Carmine's like, off I go. And unbeknownst to anyone in the house, this is the beginning of her just tearing through a lot of people's hearts. You know, Crimson's made it really easy for her. He definitely hasn't had time to unpack any feelings he might have for Daisy, or even ask Daisy like where she might be at. He's just being a nice guy that literally babies still, and he's just been like, yeah, sure, you like her, you go for it. And so far there don't seem to have been any consequences, so why would she change what she's doing if it works? Anyway, while all this is going on, Flor is upstairs taking a nap because she somehow managed not to sleep. Probably something to do with raising Cerise, the accidental alien baby. But Crimson's taking a little go, probably to distract himself from whatever's going on behind him with his, like, suddenly very assertive sister. We finally managed to get Curtis out of his terrible, terrible mood, so we're just going to quickly crack on and get him engaged to his lovely girlfriend, Ayaka, so that we can move him out. I mean, it's not going to be a glam proposal, it's going to be in front of an alien baby, one of his children, the other one is outside, stealing cloud gazing from her brother. But, you know, realistically for Curtis, the big win is getting away from Flor into a position where he can live his own life, still have a good relationship with his kids, who he's got to watch grow up, and, you know, just getting far, far away from this hellscape. Curtis is just quickly going to use the slice of life memory system to announce his engagement to both the twins. Crimson, reaction. I think mostly just his dad moving out is going to be a big adjustment for him. And Carmine, similarly, it's definitely not an unreserved joy. Definitely something that's going to add to her pool of strange romantic opinions. I think there must be something in the air in the house because Crimson and Savannah just autonomously started flirting, which I didn't tell them to do, but maybe Crimson is also responding. He's like, oh my god, do I have to flirt with someone? Savannah? I guess she's here? Okay. And we're going to give them £25,000 to buy a little starter home. I'm going to pop them down in Newcrest because that's where they can afford to live, to be honest. And yeah, this is their house. It's not anything exciting, it's just a little starter home, but they have got room for the twins to come and stay, which obviously won't happen because weekends with the other parent is not a game feature that currently exists. That would be cool, actually. I'm going to set him to unplayed now. Bye, Curtis. I mean, we'll see you around all the time. We're going to give you a key. You can come whenever. You're very welcome. But yeah. Bye-bye. Be free. I think I spent less than like 10 game minutes in Curtis's household. Flor, however, has stopped skilling, which I left her doing. Has she done it to take care of her alien child or maybe support her teenagers as their father moves out? No, she's swimming. She's in a great mood though, so go her, I guess. Carmine needs to max her charisma skill, which she started a little bit from her socializations, but for some reason she's boring herself witless playing chess. Up to you, babe. Crimson, where you at? We're just going to quickly nip into Cass and give Crimson a slightly different personality from his sister. Now he doesn't need to have like the Rose generation traits. I want to swap out hot-headed because I don't feel it suits him that much. And I'm going to give him goofball instead, which feels like much more on par with how he naturally behaves. And I'm also going to change his aspiration from serial romantic to one of the popularity-based ones because he's just always had a really easy time making friends. Yeah, so then he can sort of have his own character a little bit more, which I will try and develop as much as possible, whilst obviously still focusing on the Mint and Rose goal, air, people, floor, chaos, nonsense. Honestly, there's just been so much admin this recording. I've had a list of things I need to do, and every time I think I've done them all, I'm like, oh, I need to go back in Cass. Oh, I need to go back and manage worlds. And will it end? The admin is definitely not over just yet. I've realised I need to do teenage bedrooms for the twins, but I'm not quite feeling strong enough, so I'll just focus now on updating the pooling interest club rules. I'm going to change the age to teen only. I'm going to update their activities a little bit, and yeah, I'm going to have to update all the club members again when they first come over because they're quite vanilla at the moment, and I prefer to play with vanilla sims, so colourful hair and eyes, so more Cass to come. Anyway, I'll try and spare you as much of that as possible and focus on progressing the gameplay a bit. Be right back. And here's some I recolored earlier. We've got the newly made over Pooling Interest Club members, so it's the same guys as from when they were kids. Obviously Daisy, then we've got Savannah with the sort of teal coloured hair, Malia is in the purple, and Jacob is the sort of pale coral coloured guy. I should probably give them colourful names, but I know if I change them I'm just going to spend the whole time getting them wrong. And they are all chilling out by the pool doing some like synchronised chatting, which was a bit weird if I'm completely honest. I think at some point I'm going to convert the pool house into like a teen hangout spot for this group of kids, but not just now because I just desperately don't want to do any more admin in this moment. Floor is just rocking out like, hey, can I come hang? I'm not a regular mum, I'm a cool mum. And they're like, no, go away. Also, literally your alien child, Cerise, is somewhere starving to death. You've just abandoned her midway through the potty training I specifically instructed you to do, to come sit by the pool. It's like, where is your sense of responsibility, woman? We knew it was low, but it seems to be completely abandoned. Floor, if you're not going to help your kid, you can go play chess. Or I suppose you could go prank the children. Or Paolo, who is inexplicably at our house. Let's do more choices. Mischief. So after plaguing at every move when Floor and Curtis first got together, Paolo literally hasn't shown up in a real long time, so I'm wondering why he's suddenly here now. Did he like sense in the wind that Curtis was gone and was like, finally I can get my crappy ex-girlfriend back? Paolo, you are ripped, honey. I mean, I know you're a bodybuilder, so it makes sense, I guess. Fortunately, one thing that is consistent is that Floor's attempts at socialisation are rarely successful, so she's already managed to piss Paolo off, and this is just all in all a pretty awkward gathering, if I'm completely honest. We've got a bunch of teenagers, some of whom are like awkwardly doing their homework in a kneeling position, which doesn't look remotely comfortable. A couple of adults who just definitely shouldn't be there, just lurking around, making awkward conversation, and upstairs a screaming, angry child who needs to go to bed and needs a parent to put her there. Unfortunately, one of her parents is in space and the other one is useless. Yes, I am talking about you. Crimson, fairly understandably, has noped out quite hard from hanging with his mum, Paolo, his sister, his best friend who his sister is flirting with and is just getting some food. Cerise has passed out, which is depressing. I think she might be glitched because I literally can't even get her to do anything on her own. And Daisy and Carmine are having a little swing session, which is very cute. Again, though, it's something that Carmine has stolen from Crimson. It used to be his thing. Him and Daisy always used to hang on the swings, and now he's just like, she's just taken it. She's taken what she wants, and is it going to ruin their sibling bond? I mean, I hope not, because I actually quite like them being mates, at least for the now. But you know, the serial romantic relationship is really going to get in the way of stuff. Desperately just need to get everyone in bed at this point, to be honest. Everyone is tired, everyone is crotchety. I'm tired, I'm crotchety, so I'm gonna send everyone to bed. Or at least everyone except Carmine, who's decided to angrily vibe in the kitchen. I just have a horrible feeling she's going to take after her mother's chaos ways. Like, part of me is like, maybe the serial romantic bit won't be as bad as Floor, because Floor is a nightmare. Thoughts and prayers, please. Pause for disbelieving laughter. Thoughts and prayers, please. Right, Flortles can get up now. It's your kid's first day at high school, so would you please serve breakfast? Let's make some eggs and bacon. Oh no, maybe not eggs and bacon because you're still a vegetarian, which I still can't remember. Vegetarian safe, let's have some French toast. We're going bougie. I'm actually going to get her to dial in and take a vacation day from the science career so that while the kids are at school we can do up their rooms and also have her improve her skills. Oh whoops, we still have all our Harvest Fest decorations up. They're just so cute though. Please don't cause a fire. We haven't had a fire in literal decades. Having quite a civilized morning. I gave Crimson these cute little glasses because I thought they were just adorable. Floor, could you please potty train Cerise? It ain't that deep. You just go up the stairs, pick her up, sit her on the pot, and then you stand there and make sure she doesn't fall in or play with it. It's not hard. Carmine apparently has, developed the dance skill, but I would say skill is a strong word. She's beauty and she's grace. She's the heir that is going to be carrying on Floor's bloodline, which actually feels appropriate because, to be honest, if she was elegant or good at this in any way, she wouldn't be her mother's daughter. And like, honestly, Crimson is too good for this bloodline. He's like sweet, pure baby. He's going to have a lovely life, and Carmine is going to do what she's going to do. And we will watch both of them. Carmine a bit more though, because chaos is fun. So I've just gone off camera and updated the twins' bedrooms. This is Carmine's new bedroom and this is Crimson's new bedroom. I do want to get him some more video gaming stuff, but I also have updated the pool house now that it is no longer Curtis's house, given them some gaming stuff so they can have like friend hangs, especially during the winter months. And then I've dotted some of the kids stuff around so that Cerise can play with it. Yeah, no idea where I'm going to put her when she needs a bigger bed, but we will work it out when the time comes. Maybe I'll let Crimson have the pool house as his place, or Cerise, or we'll work it out. I mean, probably not Cerise, she's a baby. So today we are going to focus on trying to help Cerise out a little bit. We are going to get Flortles to give her a bath. So now Curtis has moved out, Flora obviously has a lot more responsibility, and I think over the coming few days she's going to realise more and more how much she did depend on him to get things done and how much she now has to do. But potentially that might have a slightly transformative effect on her personality, which might also help make sense of how when Gen 3 rolls around she has like a positive influence on the yellow Sims early years, which is part of the Not So Berry rules. So I'm just going to see how like naturally this unpacks itself. Obviously accidental Cerise gives me another opportunity to have Flor be a parent, and we're just gonna basically see what happens having her be a bit more hands-on by necessity. Maybe she'll like it. Right, now we're gonna send Flor to play some chess, and we're just literally gonna spend today kind of like blitzing that a bit. Oh, hello Mr. Maid, you are here. Please clean all our garbage up because it is everywhere. Oh, she's brought herself down to get some French toast. And hopefully Flor is still focused on her chess. And I'm not going to lie, Cerise is super cute. Especially now I know I can make her keep her human disguise on. I'm thinking Flor probably makes enough money that we shouldn't need any scholarships for the kids, but I do plan on sending them to college in a way. You'll see. She's on the chess balcony. I am enjoying not really getting winter for now. I did drop another couple of the yellow teenagers in the neighbourhood, so I'm kind of hoping that one of the twins will meet them, otherwise we will just send them over to their house. Oh, our bills have got to be quite a lot of money. Let's go troll to forums a bit. It's also Flor's birthday tomorrow. She's going to become an adult, which is, I know, slow. I use a mod to set custom lifespans because I can't bear babies, so I reduce them to a day. I think I reduce toddler by a couple days, child by a couple days. Teen is the same, and then I add days to young adult and to elder because elders never get to live in this game. But yeah, so my overall lifespan is the same length, but I just tweak basically where I enjoy playing the most. The twins are back from school, and Carmine has brought a friend. I've forgotten her name, but she's also knackered, so she's going to have a little nap. Like, hi, thanks for coming over. Good night. And Crimson is fun-starved, so maybe a little friendo with a weird bear hoodie can go play video games with him in the pool house conversion. Daisy May wants to go to a nightclub with Crimson. Daisy is a little bit more of a badass than I was thinking. But we are going to go. We will take Carmine with us. Sorry, bear girl, but we are going to go clubbing on a school night. What could possibly go wrong? Flor's just like, have fun, honeys! Daisy has picked this very random lot in Windenburg. It's got like kind of frat boy kegger vibes and a keg. But then the basement is a gym. Basically it looks like a frat house, but without anyone living there. And I'm now reevaluating my thought that maybe she was like a secret rebel, because this very much feels like the kind of like youth club, I mean, keg notwithstanding, that like they try to get teenagers to go to like hang out, and you get like suckered into going like one time, and then there's a bunch of adults that are secretly trying to give you Bibles or something. So I'm getting that vibe from this kind of place, which makes a lot more sense with Daisy's like slightly polished, well-off background. Anyway, let's have fun, or avoid the adults with the Bibles. Curtis turning up has definitely reinforced the vibe that this is the kind of club, in inverted commas, your parents would be super thrilled if you wanted to be at. And Daisy definitely seems like the kind of teenager who would get like suckered into that kind of vibe. Obviously she's like taking the initiative, she's asked out Crimson, and then he instantly invited Carmine along, and then Carmine is once again hitting on Daisy, and Crimson's flirting with Savannah. So this has got to be pretty confusing for Daisy, because I very much doubt either of the twins has thought to tell her about their conversation. You know, it's very much been from Crimson, oh well, Carmine spoke up first, so she has dibs. So I don't really know where I'm at just now, so you know, I guess I'll just flirt with Savannah because she's kind of cute and she's there. And Carmine really knows what she wants, whereas Carmine's, I've asked for this, I've been given it, therefore I deserve it. But probably neither of them have been like, Daisy, what do you actually want? Because in my head, what Daisy probably really wanted was for her childhood bestie, sweetheart, to, hey, I'm into you. And then that hasn't happened. If anything, he's actually inserting distance and maybe connecting with other people in a way he never used to. And he's throwing his sister at her. So she's thinking, if I want to keep him in my life, then this is the state, you know, this is what he wants. So yeah, sure, I guess I'll explore things with Carmine and, you know, everything will be fine, right? I mean, this is the kind of healthy miscommunication and hormonal choice making that really makes most teen relationships a total disaster. My evidence for this being my own teenage years and basically every teen movie I've ever seen. As an absolutely final proof that this is not a club where the cool kids hang, Curtis goes downstairs and starts doing some terrible dad dancing, and instead of just running screaming from this nightmarish scenario, Crimson and Carmine go downstairs and join in, and their friends aren't turned off by this, so I guess it's good that they have people on their wavelength. But yeah, definitely not a cool vibe. And I think I'll leave that there. The teenagers flirting in the horrible club, Flora at home trying to not feed her child, and we will pick up again in a little bit, hopefully not such a long gap.
I've really missed that save. I hope that you're glad it's back. I've really enjoyed being back. Although it has been a bit weird, like editing the video 10 days after it was filmed, because there were things I'd forgotten had happened. I'd forgotten how much like rearranging, how many makeovers I had to do. I'm glad that's over with. And I'm really excited to get into like the chunky gameplay of the twins' teenage years, the rest of Flora's generation. Like hopefully in the next episode or so we'll be able to complete those last couple goals for her, as well as introduce some more of the yellow sims that were made for me by Memora Sims and Frolicking Gnomes, which I'm really excited for. I think that will be next episode. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the return of the Spectra Not So Berry legacy, leave me a comment, let me know. It really means a lot, and I'll always reply and basically give you massive word hugs because it really does mean so much to me. If you want to hit that subscribe button for more of this nonsense, there will be more of it after less of a gap. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye!